And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Anthony Barr brought him
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Vikings 30-yard line.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he finds Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down, Minnesota.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
On the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd down, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Texans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 51 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2nd and 11 now.
15-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To Jefferson on the slant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
A gain of 15.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the 2nd round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You got 2 big targets who can go.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 54 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
On second and a couple. Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, and the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Texans take over first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A final shot before the break. Watson, he's letting it fly. And this is caught. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
13 yards. And the Vikings.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Dalvin Cook.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Again, it's Cook.
Dalvin Cook on the carry. Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
55.
Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13, though, for the Texans.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
The tackle.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Watson going deep here for Stills. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Vikings
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Off the play fake, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
29-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's got Fuller.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Going deep here for Still. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
Cousins pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Texans 50. Vikings.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's got this down to the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing now, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motive.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
56, Vikings 27.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,